Hi guys, TB here. So I finally finished the WordPress version of the Plasmic audio player, and I want to show you a quick video about how this works in WordPress. So when you download the files from WordPress, let me see, you'll receive something like this, and the plugin will look like this. So in the main zip file you will see this stuff. There is also the documentation, which I opened here with instructions, some short instruction. Also I'll add the link to this video tutorial here after I finish. So to install the plugin, just grab the sorry, too many files. Just grab this file and add it somewhere in an easy location you can find it. Go to plugins, install plugins. Sorry, this is a local server, and this is sometimes things like this are happening. And add new, upload plugin, choose file, and install now. After the installment is done, activate the plugin, and you will see it here on the right. So I've redesigned the entire backend, so we'll switch to a more modern backend for all future plugins. And these are the presets. If you look here in the select your preset box and you open this, you'll see all the presets here. So these presets, you can open the demos page from here if you want to. If I go to demos, you will see the presets. So preset 1, preset 2, preset 3, preset 4. So basically these presets, you will have access to the exact same examples as here. For example, preset 6 compact looks like this, see? And if you select the preset 6 compact from this, you will have the exact same settings as here. Of course, you can modify them. If you want to change something in the preset, it's structured into more categories or tabs, and you can change anything you want here. Everything is self-explanatory. There are also informations here, and I will not go through this because again these are properties of the player and it's extremely easy to change something here. Change the colors or whatever you want to change. So after you make a change in your preset, you will see that this button gets green. For example, let's change this to no, like this. Make sure to update it, otherwise the changes will not reflect in the page. So after update preset, everything is Ajax based. So after you make any changes to the presets or any other section of the plugin, the page will not refresh. So you'll stay here, for example. You see, everything is done instantly on the fly, so the page will not refresh. Okay, so after you might, if you want, you have done something to the preset and you don't know why it's not looking as you want, you can reset it. So when you reset it, it will switch the values to the original values, but don't forget to update the preset. Okay, next section I will show you the playlist manager. This section will allow to add playlist and tracks. So let's add a new playlist. I will call it my playlist, and this image is just for reference, so visually to know that this is your wanted playlist. If you don't want to add the image, you can just add it in a generic playlist will be added here. The playlists are also sortable. It doesn't really make any difference in the front end of the plugin, but this is useful. Maybe you have 100 playlists and you want to drag one at the top to have quick access to it. This feature is useful, so I will delete this. Once you create the playlist, you can add tracks in it, so you can edit it if you want to or delete it if you want to. And again, anytime you make a change, don't forget to update if you want to update. And this is how we add the tracks. we add the track by edit playlist tracks, add new track. I'll just change track 1. I'll add it from the library. If you want to encrypt the source, you can do it here. The track type, it's mp3 in this case. Track artwork, if you want to track what is a track artwork, so let me show you. So the image that appears here, or in the playlist, see all these images, this is the artwork, so you can add it here if you want. So just add one. If you can, make sure to optimize these images. Do not add images of huge images here, because the images are really small. So you see it's just a small image, so do not add. Try to optimize, reduce the size to, I don't know, 400 or per 400 pixels to make any sense. Here you can add the title, and if you want the artist. Okay, update the playlist. So this is the title and this is the artist. There's also a tooltip here to show the entire string. Okay, so now we have the, I'll add another track, and let me talk about in this one about shoutcast and icecast, because you will want to use this. So if you are using a shoutcast server, you need to set the type to shoutcast. If you are using an icecast server, you need to set the type to icecast. But if you are using a shoutcast stream or icecast stream, you need to set it to mp3. I know this is confusing. This is, I created the video tutorial here for a different player, but I explain this in detail. All my clients have issues understanding this, because they think sometimes if they are listening to shoutcast stream, they are adding it like shoutcast server, and because of this it doesn't work. Also, there is a matter of the course. Basically, you cannot use, if you have an HTTPS page, you cannot load an HTTP shoutcast server. For this you will need the course server, which I'll also explain here how to use, but I strongly advise against it. So if you can, always use HTTPS. It's time for shoutcast and icecast to be HTTPS, because HTTP is not supported anymore. So it's very important to remember this. So I'll just add another mp3 here. This is just informatory, the name. Okay, and I will not add an image, and also I'll only add the artist. Add this library. Here you can add I'm sorry, the connection was lost. So you can add here an external path. It doesn't have to be from the library. So we can add here from Google, I don't know, Google Drive or whatever. Okay, update the playlist. The tracks are sortable, and this is the way they will appear in the player. So this is the first one, then the second one, and so forth. To go back to the playlist, just go back and again edit. It's straightforward and very simple. So let's go to a page. I already have done some tests here. Sorry about the name, I'll change it to something else. Some page. Okay, and on the right side you can see the player. Select the presets. I said that preset 6 compact, and the playlist. If you have more playlists, they will appear here. Grab the shortcut from here, copy it and add it in the Gutenberg block. If you are using Elements or any other builder, just make sure to add this in a shortcode block in that, I don't know how to call it, builder. Okay, update the page and preview. And see, we have the exact video like in this preset here. Now the in the playlist you will see the first one with the image and the artist, and the second one here. If I sort this, I forgot to say you can also listen to the music here in the backend too. Maybe you'll want to do that. Okay, I sorted the page, and now you see they are exactly as here. Okay, so this is how it works. You can add as many playlists as you want, and as many tracks as you want. There are also other information here about how to use Shoutcast and iCast, Google Analytics, cloud storage, and also the API and how to use the API. I'll not go into this, but since I already have the code here, so I basically grabbed this code from here. I just copied it and paste it in a HTML block, and this is how it's working for in using the API. So just update, and if I open the console now, you see a play already here, and if I like it, I think there is an event sent, and also this is an external button which play next video should be play next audio, but I will fix this. So this is how it works. It's straightforward, very simple. What I forgot to show you, you can also edit the track and change whatever you want here, and if you want to delete it, just delete it, and it's done. The last section is the CSS editor. This is again also Ajax based. Here there are some CSS aspects of the plugin, like the font icon, which is basically these icons. You can read in here to see what you can change. This is the player controls. Here I'm also adding the font in the player. You see the Inter font. Let's search for the artist. I'm not sure exactly why it doesn't work, but there's also here the playlist. This is for the visualizer, some stuff, the share, volume, main scrubber, current. This is also, for example, this is the time. See, this is a class for the time, and here I'm adding the font and the style, and it will reflect basically here. So this is the time here. So this is how the time is styled. Most of the settings are in the preset manager, but some of them are in the CSS, like the formatting or like the font. So if you want to make some changes here, also the playlist here, let's see, if I investigate this, you see the class FWD pop title, and you will find it here. I'm not sure why I can search for it, but it should be here. Very weird. Yeah, so here they are. I don't know why the search is not working, but you see the class here and the class here. So basically this is styling the playlist title and artist, but only the styling. The colors are set in the preset manager. So I try to add everything here in the preset manager, but some of the aspects has to be done in CSS. So here they are if you want to change them. Where is it? I messed up. Yeah. So this is a short video to show you how this works. There is a detailed explanation here in the documentation. This is for Google Analytics. There's also a video tutorial if you want to use it. So yeah, I hope you like it, because I worked really hard on this one, and I hope I will create many more. So thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.